My name is Bailey Weber, and I'm a part of the student body. And in the student body, I'm the journalist and co-director.
And my name is Mike Weber, and I'm producer-director of the student body, and I'm also Bailey's dad.
I heard of this girl who, she spoke up about this fat letter that she received based on her BMI. And the governments were forcing schools to do this. From there, I'm like, this is happening at my school. And so I started investigating it as a short documentary. My dad was helping me with it just over the summer to gain experience. And unknowingly, we walked into a national debate. It wasn't just happening at my school, it's happening all across every state. And it was insane. Experts and lawmakers, they don't communicate. They pass these laws. They didn't even talk to doctors about this. And the doctors and these experts are like, this is the worst thing ever. Like, what are you doing? Before I even asked the questions, when I'd have these conversations with these kids, whether it's from New York or Ohio or Texas, they said, without me even saying it, they said they felt like they were bullied. When I interview government officials, I ask them, how do you feel about that? And there is a disconnect. It doesn't seem like they think it's bullying. We're yet to find that kid who's like, thank you so much for giving me this fat letter. I had no idea.
Or the parent or the doctor.
Everything.
Yeah, thank you. This is wonderful. Yeah. We believed we were getting into this, and you would be looking at, well, here's these letters that these obese children are getting, and what is their perspective. No, largely what we focus on, surprisingly, is kids who aren't obese at all. What you see is that the charts that they use and the measurements that they use are so narrow and impractical that even all these kids who legitimately do not have an issue are actually receiving these. The problems that we'd run into with the experts is they're saying, you're creating a problem that didn't already exist. So yes, we have this obesity epidemic in the United States, but what you're doing when you're passing these laws and by the actions that you're taking, first, you're taking kids who do have obesity and you're making it worse. We would never do this for them. Secondly, you're taking kids who may not have obesity and you're creating potentially an eating disorder.
My dad's a filmmaker, and we actually came up to Traverse City a few years ago, and I was in junior high, and it was so eye-opening. Like, all these films here, and I would see films that I wouldn't normally see, and just people are so energetic. And so it really just inspired me to start editing stuff, like for my church and cross-country team in school.
She tricked me into saying, hey, I want to do this little thing. We'll do it during the summer while I'm off school. And I'm like, okay, I'll shoot it for you and I'll mentor you through. We'll teach some lessons. By the end of it, I'm quitting other jobs. Obviously, any opportunity for a dad to be able to spend a lot of time with their daughter, teenage daughter, who's actually interested somewhat in them being around. But you're interested in me being around because you tell me what to do. We've got pictures of me just lugging equipment all over the country, breaking my back, literally after some, yeah, exactly. Like, sorry, I can't carry, I'll carry a little microphone. How about that? I can do that. You really learn by doing. I mean, we can go to school, and that's actually important. There's a lot that you can get out of your professors and equipment and like-minded people who are there at school and projects, but even that you're trying to do so you can learn while doing. And so this was really, I think, for you, the ultimate learn by doing kind of thing, where you're just thrown right into it. The other advice that I would give too is really focus on writing. Even if you're not going to be a writer, if we had to look at movies, and for me, if you had to put one word on what a movie is, it's story. If you're going to be a documentary filmmaker, it doesn't just mean necessarily grabbing a camera, doing whatever you want, cutting some stuff together, here it is. Understand story. You're a storyteller.
I've learned so much, not only just about the obesity issue and just the topic of this movie, but just how a film comes together, about storytelling, about writing, about interviewing. I mean, it's been amazing. I started off being painfully shy, so I just thought I was not capable of doing anything. And I come out of this, I mean, just actually confident and confident in my own skin. Talk about just body image in general. We talk about that in the movie, but just through this whole process, I've become comfortable in my own skin.